What is the most first world problem you've had or have seen someone have? Sometimes my Wemo switches will disconnect from my Alexa. In the morning, instead of laying in bed and saying Alexa, fan off, I have to get out of bed in the Arctic wind and turn off the fan. I have to get out of bed in the Arctic wind and turn off the fan, like some sort of peasant. I overheard a wild one at work. This guy was complaining that he hears the rain on the roof of his home theater, ruining the experience. That's why my home theater is a separate concrete room within the structure of the house, so it's completely soundproof. Done. The fact that some of us forget to drink water for an extended period of time must be bizarre for third worlders. Or don't like the taste of it. I'm annoyed when I have to empty my Roomba. Saw a lady a few weeks ago who was legit screaming at a Target employee because a shopping cart was 3-4 feet away from her Range Rover. It was out of range. When I have too many $1 in my pocket, my wallet doesn't close all the way, and when I complain about it, my friends call me a stripper for having so many singles. I play fiddle music on the streets during farmers markets and arts festivals pretty often, and I always have like 50-100 ones in my wallet. My friends make fun of me for being a stripper, too. Oh hey, I think I have a good story here. Recently I was coming home from work and I was out of my fancy flavored bubbly water, so I decided to stop at the grocery on my way back. I realized that I had left my wallet at home. No big deal, I'll just use my phone to pay, I thought. Nope. Phone was on 3% battery and apparently Samsung Pay does not work at that level of charge. And NBSP. Luckily I had my wall charger with me, and luckily I didn't have the USB car charger. I had to walk up and explain my situation to an employee and then ask them if there were any outlets I could plug my phone into for a few minutes so that I could buy some raspberry flavored carbonated water. Trying to choose between 9 types of apples at the grocery store. A friend's in-ground pool that he just puts in has automatic cleaners that didn't get some section clean. A friend was complaining that there weren't enough Uber Eats options in the area. There are over 50. There are also dozens of food delivery apps. If you don't like the Uber Eats options, try Grubhub, Cabify, DoorDash. There was too much food in the fridge already, so I had no room to put my leftover food. I ran out of Tupperware to put last night's leftovers in because they are either dirty or full of other food in my fridge at the moment. Had to take one out of the dishwasher and wash it by hand. When I make a turn but it wasn't a full enough turn to make my blinker turn off, so I have to manually turn it off. I just jerk my car to the side real hard until it turns off. The motor burned out in my electric garbage can, so now it's just a normal garbage can. Trying to look something up or watch something on your phone and group text about nothing keeps interrupting. I had to mute that crap indefinitely. I got in an argument with my car because it couldn't understand my voice commands. To be fair to the car, I got harder to understand between all the cursing. Hey Siri, you fat freaking sack of freaking dog crap, and I freaking hope and pray you get butt fricked by a freaking corn cob made of freaking broken glass. Frick. Sorry, I don't know how to help with. Rage intensifies. Every single time someone walks to a full pantry, fridge, whatever, opens it, and says, "There's nothing to eat," despite boxes, cans of stuff sitting right there. I may or may not be very guilty of this. I have a friend who lives in a house that's so big that they need 3 Wi-Fi extenders. Meanwhile, my Wi-Fi signal can reach half the residents in my street. A friend and I were driving around one day when he got a call from his vacuum that it was stuck in his house. It had driven off into a shower stall and couldn't climb the ledge to get out. There are kids starving in Africa, and he got a distress call from his vacuum. And people say the American dream is dead. I don't know what to say when I get asked what I want for Christmas, since I have everything I need and want. I make enough money that I can buy most normal things I want. Anything I cannot afford myself is going to be too expensive to expect to receive as a gift. I'm also rather particular. I wanted a new kitchen mixer. I did my research, picked out a model, etc. That's the kitchen mixer I want, not just some Rondo mixer. So I won't ask for it as a gift. I'll just save up and buy it for myself. My late grandmother once refused to stay at a luxury rental apartment because it didn't have a bellhop. Well, it's not really luxury then. The black on my television doesn't get black enough. Where to park their second boat. The guy was upgrading his boat, but whoever was picking up his old one hadn't come in time, leaving him with two temporarily hard times. Reminds me of my dad, but without the second boat part. His 3 cars and a motorcycle means he's run out of space, so has to store it at the marina. Man, I have so much stuff that I have to pay someone else to store all of it. I have dealt with some fairly entitled people as a claims adjuster. I once had the misfortune of taking some high-end insured's claim. When our richer insureds hit someone or get hit, they typically get a personal adjuster who does everything. However, they sent it off to me. Something about vacations. In any case, the best part about these claims is how easy they are. You basically say yes as long as it is not completely bonkers, and write checks later. So our insured hit this lady's Ferrari. The claimant, Mrs. Ferrari lady, wants to take it to the Ferrari dealership. I said fine. She demanded a rental. I told her that was not a problem. Take the Ferrari over there. We'll get you another Ferrari, not a freaking piece of crap Nissan Sentra like last time. I call the dealership and explain to them how to proceed. Make sure to get her into a rental. Make it nice and easy. Send me the bill. We'll get it handled. The last thing I want are problems with one of these claims, and we have the power and authority to do so. The guy on the phone tells me he'll make sure everything is good. I just gave this guy a golden ticket. He can handle her a $250 a day car rental, and we'll be writing the check. Start repairs ASAP. Order the parts today. Don't bug me. Send the bill. He gets it. Life is supposed to be simple. I get a call 2 hours later. The woman is P. Maybe she got a dumb tech who didn't hear the news. Nope. She's out of her mind. So I talk to a rep. He explains she has refused to take a rental. I ask why. She wants the same year and color and model. He tells me he just spent 30 minutes calling any dealer in the city. There are no rental Ferraris in the area that match that request, and none in the nearest 3 cities apparently. I ask our manager. My manager refuses to ship in another Ferrari. Damn it. She goes bonkers and nothing is accomplished. I can't even get a word in. They take the phone conversation into the dealership service manager's office. He asks her why she will not take the rental. After all, this should be easy. And she said this: I need an exact year, make, and model of rental car because I am going to the country club this Saturday and cannot let everybody know I was in an accident. I could not even process that crap. I was in such a state of shock I said nothing. The delay was long enough that they thought I hung up the phone. It's a Ferrari. Tell your snooty friends it caught fire. A friend hates his job and shopped around for other ones. He received a couple offers but doesn't want to change because he'll have to work harder. This is my favorite so far. I'm hungry, but there's nothing to watch while I eat. Or rather, there's tons of things to watch, but if I start watching a new show I'll want to watch it to the end and I'm not sure which one to pick. There's nothing to do at work, but I still have to look busy. My phone charger sticks into my stomach when I'm laying on the couch. When my housekeepers are cleaning up a room I'm in, I have to walk all the way to another room. I had to buy more hangers because I bought too many clothes on Black Friday. I'm currently experiencing it. My phone data provider is down for some reason so I can't mess around on my phone at work. On the plus side, now I know that my battery is fine. I'm just on my phone too much. On the negative side, I can't check my train times as I'm walking to the station. Please come back O2. While on a vacation to an all-inclusive resort we won another vacation to the same resort, along with some swag and a bottle of tequila. Had to figure out how when to go and what amount of time off we need. We went grocery shopping and found a bunch of meat on sale. We bought so much that we had to store some of it at Dad's house in his deep freezer. It was a pain in the butt to have to walk next door to get some out. I miss living next to my mom, aunt, and uncle. I also miss living a 4-minute drive away. Now I have to drive a whole 10 minutes. My friend recently complained to me that their new TV is too big so they have to push their couch too far back in the living room. When I want something from Amazon and it isn't available on Prime, so I have to wait a few extra days for shipping. That, and how annoying it is to order from anywhere else because it can take 3-5 days for shipping. Car too big for garage. Had to build bigger garage. City wouldn't grant permit. Had to buy bigger house with bigger garage. The county wouldn't grant me a permit for a garage, so I built a shed. It's a very large shed. One time my Wi-Fi wasn't working and I didn't feel like going downstairs to reset it, so I had to watch a DVD instead. Having to turn the TV volume up because I cannot hear the dialogue over the pretzels I'm eating. Dunno if this counts, but one time I was too lazy to empty the dishwasher of clean dishes, so I just washed my dirty dishes myself and put them away. Knew someone who had this problem. Her solution was to level up her first world problems game. Got a second dishwasher so she never have to put anything away. Take clean dishes out of washer 1. Use. Deposits in washer 2 until full. Run washer 2. Repeat. Then she felt bad at having empty cabinets, so she had to buy fake dishes to keep in there so guests wouldn't think less of her. I want pizza, but I don't want to have to put on pants for the delivery guy. According to Arteles from Thapazagua, many people find pants optional when ordering pizza. Was on vacation in the Amalfi Coast waiting for a private boat to pick us up to go to Capri. We arrived at the pickup spot 5 minutes late, but we're actually 10 minutes early because the person who booked the boat knew we would be late and lied about the pickup time so we didn't miss it. Cue huge argument about whether that lying was a terrible thing to do. We do that with my dad. He's gonna be late to his own funeral. While sitting at Starbucks, I watched a girl get irrationally pee off that her app to order wouldn't work and she had to actually walk up to the counter. Then got even more pee that there was one person in front of her. I'm full, but it's so tasty that I can't stop. This is why I'm fat. I'm shy, so I like to stick my hands in my front jean pockets, but my wedding ring is too big and gets stuck outside the pocket. I hate complaining about it, but it annoys me so much. The wood and leather steering wheel on the Mercedes S-Class heats up much slower and doesn't get as hot as the all-leather steering wheel on a Mercedes E-Class. I learned this when the dealer gave me an E-Class loaner. It's very upsetting to know that my hands aren't getting as warm as quickly as they could be in this cold weather. My brother's girlfriend has a cold weather package on her Benz. Don't know if it's aftermarket or from Mercedes. You push a button on the key and it turns on the heaters in the seats and defrosts. If you press and hold the button, it remote starts the car and cranks the heat. I remember how I felt when I discovered my car had cruise control. I got a new cell phone on Tuesday. It has a USB-C port. All my charge cords are micro USB, so I had to make a late night emergency run to the store to get new charge cords and was then upset that the store doesn't carry woven thread cords like I want, just plastic coated cords. I am experiencing the same problem, but I have micro USB chargers stashed all over my house, but only one adapter, and it's inevitably stuck to one of my chargers elsewhere. In my line of work, we often carry both our personal and company cell phones. I once saw a co-worker outside with me struggling to see his phone in the bright sun, so he used his other phone to shade the phone he was trying to see. This mouse is looking for friends in the comments. Comment mouse boy to befriend him. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.